Okay, so I'm getting the insulin out. This is Molly's insulin, and I'm keeping it in the box because I don't want the rubber on the top to be contaminated. If you don't contaminate it, it'll last for like 45 to 60 days. And you don't want to shake it ever. You just want to rotate it. You'll see like 2 different layers, and you just want to rotate it to kind of mix those up so it's nice and milky. And then you get your needle, and they have to be 1/2-inch needles. There's that. Are you close enough to where he can see the needle? Okay. And then when you inject into the insulin obviously has to be upside down. And then you want to go past the units you're supposed to get. So like Molly right now is supposed to get 5.
It's not.
So I'm going to get way more than 5. And notice how there's a bunch of air in there, so I have to kind of...
It's not focusing.
Oh.
But you know, all the top stuff is the 5,
Okay.
Dad.
So, and I'm just on the line of 5, not below it, on or slightly above. And just want to make sure there are no little bubbles. So, I mean, you can have teeny, tiny ones, but you don't want to flick it too much because then, I'm going to pull back one more time. They said to just pull back and get too much and then try again. Whoops. Or too much. I think that's better. I feel better about it. Okay, these needles bend really easily. So now I've got Molly's insulin. And now's the part where we go to put it in. So this is 5 units. And you saw again how I got the insulin out. And now, here we go. Molly! So she has to take it with food no matter what. So what I found is that if you put food in her dish first, she'll eat it, and then it's easier to pull up her scruff and give her a shot. Here, Mama. Here you go, baby. And you don't want to give it in the same place every time. This morning I did it over here. So I'm going to come around to her side right here. She doesn't love it, but notice how I have the skin up, and I can kind of poke in there and still feel the skin. So, come here, Mom. And so not doing so hot. I'm going to go to the top where I know I can. Okay. And notice how I didn't have my thumb up there when I jabbed it in. And then they tell you you should pull back a little bit to see if you hit a vein, and then you can shoot it in. And that's it.
Alright, do I stop? Do I stop that video?
And then, yep, let her finish eating. We have to monitor and measure her eating now, and I'll explain all that later. So right now I'm just giving her 1 cup of food. Maybe when you get home, you can give her 1 more cup of food. I'll set it on the counter. One more thing. Okay. So obviously this is a needle. It can be very painful. So I covered it back up. And you want to dispose of these in a hard plastic container. Not like a milk jug because it could pierce through. So we'll figure out a place for this in the sink or something. There's Molly's needles.
And
Molly got her insulin injection at 2:36. It's not the ideal time, but we'll start adjusting it. So if you can give her an insulin shot as soon as possible tomorrow morning, like if you wake up at 4, do it. If you wake up at 5, do it. But at least wake up by 5 and do it. We love you. We miss you. I'll explain more. There's pamphlets. There's all kinds of stuff. We'll figure it out. I love you.
love you, Mom.